Let's go. Right. Single, single.
They'll run the off tackle play here. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about it.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him, and he's wrestled to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So Hawaii's offense will have its first possession of the game. And here it comes for the first time as the start of this talented freshman. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking for room. It's Ford. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. off the play fake. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Cardinal! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. A strike downfield.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Brown will throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Brown wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's 4. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any score. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And return. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He fires one deep down the right side.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
That's a perfect example of not... They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Blackburn. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Farrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Brown will throw it. He's got the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's 4th. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Split backs here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Let's go. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First and goal, Stanford.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of